Time now for our international press view in the papers. Philip Crowther's here, starting with China and Kung Hei Fat Choi, which I'm reliably informed is Happy New Year.
Indeed, Mark, and a Happy New Year to you.
Thank you, sir.
Indeed, the Chinese are celebrating all over the world today, especially in China, of course. It is the year of the ox that starts today. The ox, I'm being told, is a born leader, patient and tireless in his or her work. Now, the year of the ox starts today. There it is, the Chinese lunar calendar. That's in the national newspaper in the United Arab Emirates. Now, the Chinese, I think, will hope for a better year of the ox than last year. That was the year of the rat. A bittersweet year in a sense for them, because there was, of course, the earthquake in China, but also very positive Olympic Games.
Indeed, Beijing was good. What Chinese horoscope are you? Do you know?
No, okay. Not spontaneously.
I am a rabbit. There we go, which probably says a lot about me. Next,
Quite possibly. Right, so let's stay in China. A story about possible dissidents in China. This is in this paper here, the French daily, it's a right-leaning daily Le Figaro. It's on the inside pages. They've got an article about a petition for human rights that's making the rounds on the internet in China. It's called Charter 08. Now, the contents of this seem to be an end to the current political system and an end to the one-party rule, is what they say. There would be a replacement with a system based on human rights and democracy. Now, the Chinese authorities seem to be taking this very, very seriously, this Charter 08, because it's been signed by former politicians and, according to this article in Le Figaro, by quite a few people from inside the system as well. And this comes, of course, only months away from the 20th anniversary of the massacre in Tiananmen Square.
Yes, indeed. So a mood of change then in China, it seems. What's next, Philip?
Well, next, let's go to the front pages in the UK. We've got the front page of The Independent here, left-leaning British newspaper. Gordon Brown is on the cover. He's looking a little bit gloomy, as he does so often. Their title is The Brown Backlash. The recession seems to be biting, politically at least, in the UK. The Conservative Party is up in the polls again. They're up to 15% over Prime Minister Gordon Brown's Labour. That means that they're more or less at the same level they were before Gordon Brown helped the banks out of this financial crisis. So it's not looking great for Brown. Now, according to The Independent, on the inside pages, it might also be a bit of an image problem. He seemingly has told quite a few newspapers in the UK that he's not very happy about how he's being portrayed in cartoons. He says quite simply, "I look too fat." And according to that little cartoon we see there, he might just about be right. He's of course not the first victim of cartoons. You might remember Steve Bell in The Guardian portraying George W. Bush as an orangutan.
Yes, indeed, indeed. But isn't that a sign you've arrived when you're in a cartoon? I'm not sure.
Well, some even buy these cartoons and hang them up on in their rooms. So yeah.
Indeed. So maybe you shouldn't moan. Maybe you should be glad.
Absolutely.
Next, the honeymoon perhaps over for Obama.
Well, it might be in some countries possibly. We've got signs of protests in Pakistan. This is on the front page of Der Standard. This is an Austrian daily newspaper. They title "First Protests Against Obama in Pakistan." These are protests in Karachi against US policy in the region. This comes after a US drone attack in the north of the country that was aimed at stopping extremists from entering Afghanistan. Possibly an end to the honeymoon, but it is only one country, so we wouldn't say it's a worldwide end to this to the love-in with Mr. Obama yet.
Okay, and give us a little. Well, you teased us with a little taster of this story you're going to do now about fast food.
Yes, fast food. How to make your own Big Mac. I'm sure you want to know. This is an article in the wonderful Sun, the biggest selling tabloid in the UK. Their title is Fast Food Faker is Mac Millionaire. This is a chef called Todd Wilbur. He's from Las Vegas. Seemingly he's found out how to make your very favourite fast food products. That would be hamburgers, pizzas, the whole deal. So if you fancy cooking your own Big Mac at home, it seems possible. He's sold over 4 million books telling people how to make these wonderful fast food products on your own.
Feels like it might be time for breakfast now with that one. Thank you, Philip, for that one. That was our international press review. You're watching France 24. Stay with us.
With Observers, France 24 offers you a new insight into the news. Discover the news via photos, videos and live accounts from people who directly experience events across the globe. Observers will also offer you eyewitness images that have never been seen before, images that will be verified by our journalist teams. With Observers, you can connect to a global network that will give you an inside view on issues that concern you, enabling you to communicate directly with France 24's correspondents. Observers, your eyes across the world.